Hello, my fellow James. My name is Blue, and I welcome you to Buried. It's an interactive story where we get to decide what happens. And pretty much that's it. We decide how the story ends by our choices, like Until Dawn. Let's just get right in on it. I open my eyes, and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back, and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It is a clear night sky, almost beautiful, except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. But there's something wrong. I don't remember what, but something happened in my head. My God, my head hurts. A ringing in my ears. And a ringing in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion, I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. As I sit up, I notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not here. I feel strange to go anywhere without my hard hat. I've got to find the others. Some members of the crew, they could be in danger. I'm gonna search for the hard hat. Is that safe? I get up on shaky legs and look around for a moment. A few nearby trees have been splintered or broken at the base recently. They certainly weren't like this earlier. Searching for the hard hat feels normal. It makes me feel like maybe there isn't something wrong here. I see it behind a fallen log, about 10 feet away from me. How is it thrown so far away is beyond me. Driven by nothing more than a habit, I walk over to it, pick it up, and place it on my head. Next, I walk over to the center of the logging site, and don't like what I see. What does he see? I don't know. We're gonna find out. That doesn't look good. I don't think that's how trucks and bridges are how that's supposed to go. The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we had managed to stack on a truck for the day is overturned, the trailer bent, and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me, and there's ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. Not birds, footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I had hit my head after my hard hat flew off. I run through a quick mental checklist to see if my brain is still working. My name is Roger Hastings, 41 years old, years 2017. I own a small logging company, and we've been logging in the strip of Kentucky woodland for almost a month now. Okay, so my brain works. That's a relief. But it also makes me fearful, because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. I'm going to look at the debris because I can clearly see what's going on with the truck. There are bits of debris everywhere. There are fragments of the 5-gallon bucket I keep our work rags in, a loose saw chain, and an overturned gas canister. Had there been an explosion, all of the fuels on the site would have started a fire. But there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walked through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly. He'd only taken out 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox is open, an indicator that he had been taking an early break. But he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery is already really low. Not that it matters. Reception is crap out here. I'm just gonna yell. Because, yeah, reception. If you can't get a reception, why try? Hey guys, where is everyone? Tony, Dennis, Frank, Joe? But the names fell flat among the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Might as well start walking and try and find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods, down the gravel road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help? But why would they have left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them, but when my truck turned on its side, it looks like I'll be walking. My God, I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait, what's that underneath the bulldozer? Oh my God, it's a leg. It has to be either Tony or Dennis. The dozer looks unstable, like it might roll more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time I can't just leave him there. I'm gonna look. Hey! I yell. You okay? You alive? Holding onto my hat, I skip over the wrecked equipment and stray logs to get closer. I can see a bit more of the leg. The jeans are soaked in blood. I recognize the work boots. It's clearly Tony. His leg is bent at an impossible angle, nearly crushed flat. The closer I get, the more apparent it becomes that Tony didn't survive. Let's not pull him out. There's nothing I can do for him now. I start to back away slowly. In my shock, I stumble back, suddenly tripping over one of the stray logs. My head collides with one of the logs. As I bite the ground, my hard hat does its job. Thank God I decided to look for it earlier. But what's more startling is realizing that Tony is dead. Looking at him, I feel something rising up in my throat. I don't know if it's a scream or vomit, but I have to push it away. If I lose my cool right now, there are too many questions I will go unanswered. Shit. I can't believe this. Tony, he had 2 boys. He coached his oldest son's baseball team. He was the hardest worker I had and one of the most honest and reliable men I knew. This isn't right. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what happened here. Sorry, Tony. You're dead. Okay. As I walk through the stacks of logs from the last week or so, everything feels frozen. This high-pitched sound in my ears. It's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds and sounds like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or is it something else? The silence I hear is creepy, and there's a smell, like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I will admit it, I'm a little scared. Everyone is missing, and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't even seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head was hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. I must have heard it during the what? Accident? Or, wait, is that Dennis? I see him sitting on the ground, motionless, about 30 feet away. I'm gonna yell, and I'm not gonna walk up to him because it's not Dennis. Dennis! I yell. Dennis, can you hear me? Dennis lets out a shout, like someone waking from a nightmare. He then looks back at me from the ground. Yeah, Roger, I hear you. He hollers back as I head over to him. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has a tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disoriented and a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his usually confident face is alarming. What the hell happened? What's going on? He asked. I don't know. The crew's missing. Missing? Where do you think they went? I'm not sure, I say, but has me pretty freaked out. Something's not right here. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods, as if he's just now understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned, the dozers too. I stay shifting my hard hat and whipping my forehead. You okay? Ask him. Yeah, just shaking up. Me too. This might be the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I have always been on good terms, we've never been particularly close. I've always respected him though. Sure, he comes to work a few times, looking like he's been in a bar fight the night before, but I've also seen him do an enthusiastic impression of dinosaurs as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for the dad to finish up his shift. It's then that it hits me. Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure I want to rattle him with news of Tony's death right now. Not before we know what's going on, but he has a right to know. I'm gonna tell Tony. I'm gonna tell him. I was up front with Dennis about Tony. Dennis's eyes fixate on me, startled. He was crushed under the dozer, I say. Dennis paused for a moment like he's trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrow and his bottom lip quivers. Shit. I can tell that he is frightened, fighting back tears. He and Tony have been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, as if trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see that light? No? What did you see? I don't even know, Roger, he says. It was all like this flare of white light came right up out of the ground like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some equipment, or this was no equipment. This huge ball of light came right out of the damn ground. Or, I mean, it's a ball of light. It just shot up into the sky until it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answers, but I had finished about 10 trees for the day, and I was about to top one. That's when it happened. You're almost done with 10 trees? Yeah, he says, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when the light blew up. Why? You don't believe me? I believe you, Dennis. You believe Dennis' story. He saw what he saw. I think to myself, he has no reason to lie about this. Oh my god, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, he says. If I'm being honest, it scared me pretty bad. And if it's all the same to you, I'd like to get the hell out of here. We both stand up, start heading toward the road. It isn't until we start moving that I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, the red seeping through his blue work shirt. There are splatters of it here and there, but also a very large red spot that makes me worry. I'll ask him how he got it, because obviously he's probably in a lot of pain. I'm not sure, Dennis replies. I must have gotten it thrown or hurt somehow from the light. It's then that I noticed that the strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, do you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks scared when I ask him this question, and he just nods. Thought it was just me. He looks out of sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. I'm gonna not try and freak out. Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well try and be empathetic. Out here in the middle of these woods, the ringing could be anything. Maybe a car alarm through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment seems to reassure Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, just more relaxed. We both start moving forward and don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asked. I know he had his cell on him today. Not yet. Luckily, I still have some battery left. I pull out my cell and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that call with Dennis earlier. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But then I hear his phone go off behind a stack of logs. Dennis and I give each other a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up, and we walk behind the logs to find Frank's phone on the ground. Abandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing. Not a single trace. It's then that I notice something really odd. 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. But there's no stray piles of removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth, wide, but only a few feet deep. It looks unnatural, like the ground was just deleted, no shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw that light come from the ground. He muses to himself. I say nothing. My mind is spinning, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At that moment, the ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine. Dennis is right. There's something strange going. We might not be safe out here. But they're ringing where the rest of the crew is. See, I want to find out what's going on, but I kind of want to get the safety. Oh, God. Let's get out of here. I don't want to go. I don't want to die. You decided to avoid the sound. With that, we turned and started walking to the west, the direction that I'm pretty sure leads to the road. Ooh, got an interesting story so far. Sort of embarrassing. I've been a logger for nearly 15 years, but I'm finding it easy to get lost in these woods. The trees are so thick in places that the moonlight doesn't even reach the ground, that it's easy to get turned around. My only hope is that I can find the overground dirt road that will lead us back to the highway. You sure we're headed the right way? Dennis asked. Pretty sure, I say. I turn to him and see that he's clearly in pain. So at this moment we come upon another one of those smooth holes. This one is even stranger because a nearby tree also has a chunk cut out of it. The arc goes smoothly through the ground and then up through the tree, up the trunk, like a cartoon wrecking ball, blasted through the door both. What the hell are these things? Dennis whispers to himself. Takes a step down into the hole. The boots create imperfections in the shape, like footprints on a sand dune. Let's walk around it. I walk up along the edge, each step sending pebbles down into the hole and ruining its perfect shape. I'm amazed at how smooth it is. Even rocks that were underneath the earth have been sheared to fit the spherical shape. But as I'm noticing, I notice Dennis's feet start to sag. Dennis, get out! I start, but I don't finish. Before he can react, the ground is giving way and he's falling. I try to step back, but the fissure that opens it up disintegrates the ground beneath my feet as well. I crowd in surprise and can barely hear Dennis letting out a curse as we go down into the earth. I guess I'm not getting out of here. I'm in the earth now. I am a rock person. The fall isn't a long one, but when I hit something a few seconds later, it hurts like hell. The wind goes rushing out of me when I hit, and a sharp pain flies through me. What the hell? I say once my breath is back. Besides me, Dennis is slowly rolling over to get to his feet. I look up and see the hole in the ground where we fell through. It looks to be about 10 feet over our heads. It's completely dark, but there's a small flicker of light further into the cave ahead of us, and a solid wall of rock behind us. Looks like the only way out are further down the cave, or up through the way we fell in. Dennis might be able to boost me up there, but with his energy, I'm not sure how stable he is. Let's just I'm not gonna try and push him too hard, so let's just go. Instead, we better not risk hurting ourselves trying to climb out. As we turn to head into the cave, take a closer look at the light further ahead, we realize it's artificial. We both start heading towards it, and instinctively, as we step into the light, panic gently gnaws at me because what I'm seeing makes absolutely no sense. It's no longer a cave or a hole. It's a long, sparsely lit corridor. Where are we? I have no idea where we are. It's a massive corridor. In fact, it seems to go on forever. The corridor is mostly dark with emergency lights every 10 feet or so. I turn to my left and see there's a door which appears to lead upwards to outside. But it's locked tight. I push as hard as I can, but no luck. Dennis, help me with this. He said. He comes over and we both try to kick the door open, but it doesn't budge. For some reason, someone doesn't want people getting out of here. Looks like we're headed down the hallway. Let's just quietly go. I feel like a ghost, like I truly have no business being here. Dennis leans to me for support, moves slowly, our feet not making a sound. If anyone is in here, I want to make sure they don't hear us. We tiptoe as softly as we can. As I carry Dennis to the far end of this otherwise featureless place, I see a flight of concrete stairs leading down. I have to set Dennis down on the floor. His weight is killing me. Dennis, are you okay? Stop worrying about me, man. He says, I'll be okay, I just need a minute to rest. Looking at him, I'm not so sure. I can hear the ringing noise ever so often coming from somewhere in here. Look at the concrete stairs, pointing towards them so that Dennis sees them. Can you make it down those stairs? He stands up slowly and is visibly making an effort not to fall back down. Yeah, he says. It sounds like a little irritated. He starts for the stairs without me, and I have no choice but to follow. We approach the stairs, and by just looking at them, I get the sense that we're crossing some sort of line here. There may very well be no going back. Bum, bum, bum. Those are creepy stairs. Oh boy. As I head down the stairs, I notice that they look aged. The damn ringing noise is somewhere below, louder than ever. I feel like I'm walking down into the cellar of a haunted house, the light becoming scarce as the stairs take a slight turn. I can feel the temperature drop. Dennis makes it a few steps down before he's leaning on the wall. He's breathing like he just finished a marathon. Let's give him a break. He's going through a lot. Let's take a break, I say, putting my hands toward his shoulder to help steady him. Dennis lets out a sigh. Thanks, I don't feel too great, boss. As we both squat down on the stairs, my mind seems to lock in on the unknown fate of the rest of my crew. Frank is married. I've met his wife a few times. A nice woman with a huge laugh. My heart sags a bit when I realize I might never again get to hear her belting out classic rock tunes during lunch break. Joe, I don't know too much about him. He's 22-year-old and is considering community college. His folks are deadbeats, so he's been proving himself since the age of 16 or so. Maybe I can still find him and still get to hear Frank singing in his deep baritone voice after too many drinks. After a few moments, Dennis says, alright, let's keep going. We both stand up, leaning on each other. I have to make Dennis stay behind me as I stick my foot out in search of the next step. I can't help feeling like a child as a very powerful fear seizes me. I'm expecting a monster to reach out of the darkness, slicing into my throat. After what it feels like is forever, we come to the bottom of the stairs. We're closer to that ringing noise now. The door sits securely in the wall and looks just out of place down here as I feel. A sliver of light seeps through, illuminating the area. The door is what looks like a panel with lots of labels and lights. Small embossed print above the panel says Level 1 Entrance Gate, Transport Sector. There's a button with no label. Let's inspect the panel. We shouldn't go pressing buttons. The panel looks like a diagnostic or alert system of some kind, each label meant to communicate some status. Lockdown engaged, experiment in progress, shutdowning. Those all appear to be off. One of the phrases is a slow blinking red light next to it. The only powered light on this whole thing. Abnormal entity breach. What the hell? I slowly press the door open, and when Dennis suddenly steps in front of me, taking the lead. Let's go, he says. I want to find out what the hell this place is. As Dennis walks through, the ringing or beeping or whatever it is, it's a little louder. The door closes behind us with a click. I can't help but notice the whole wobble in Dennis' step as he lets out a grunt. Sure you're healthy enough to keep going, he asks? Doesn't matter. I don't want to be in the woods right now. He seems scared. Something I've never seen before. Angry, yes. Upset, Yes, but Dennis is never scared. Let's ask him what he saw again. I don't know what it was, boss. It was like someone had left a radio on, crackling. We don't have any radios at the site. It was, I don't know. It was like something in the forest was moving. I gave him a doubtful look as he cast his eye to the ground, frustrated. I know how it sounds, he says. I know what I felt. It was like walking into a funeral parlor, feeling death and gloom everywhere. Never been so preoccupied with my own fear that I nearly forgot about the ringing noise. It's just become background noise. We take a few more steps, and now I can see where we are. It makes no sense. Yet another thing that simply seems out of place. The shapes and muted colors of metal are easy to identify, but it doesn't belong here. That is chapter 1 of Buried. I hope you guys are enjoying it, because I am. I really want to see where we're going with this, so if you guys are enjoying the video, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click my face and click the suggested video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Gravity Rush. I'll see you guys then. Remember, you're awesome just the way you are, and do not let anyone ever tell you that you're not. Later, guys.